What's up, everybody? Influencer family here. Today I'm doing a review on this adult size scooter that goes 19 miles an hour, which is actually pretty fast for just a consumer off Amazon scooter. The tools we're going to be using, of course, are the scooter. We have our little compact tripod. This is a solid metal tripod, so it gives it a nice weight. We will also be using the 360 1-inch camera by Insta360. It shoots in 6K and is great for those low shots and riding shots because it frames itself basically. We'll also be using the DJI Pocket 3 and the DJI Mic 2. Now the first thing I'm going to do is catch some B-roll and kind of explain the features. Then we're going to do a ride video, and then we'll also do a demonstration video. So I guess all I need to do now is go ahead and I'll do all the B-roll stuff, and then once I get that, I'll get a helmet and we're going to go for a ride, use a 360 camera to get some ride footage, and then when we get to our destination, we'll use the Pocket 3 to basically do an intro, an outro, and a demonstration video. So with that all being said, it's time to get to work and get this review made. And to make things even better, it seems like we have some wonderful weather moving in. I tend to like to film this stuff on sunny days, but yeah, it's pretty cloudy today, pretty nasty. The sun, of course, makes things pop better. And today is also a Sunday, which to me is the absolute worst day to be filming a video of any kind outside, because everybody and their brother is outside doing stuff, and I don't particularly like an audience. But we do what we have to do. Alright, so the B-roll, or the up-close demonstration of what features the scooter has, is done. I'm going to go ahead and pull my selfie stick off of the tripod. Don't scratch the wife's car. And then I'm going to install the 1-inch camera. And the way I tend to do this is I'll get some side shots of me riding the scooter, front, top, back, all around. But then I'll also get close-ups of, say, like the front wheel, the rear wheel, the brake light, the headlight, just things in motion, because if I don't want to use the B-roll that I just shot of the scooter sitting there, I can take that audio of me explaining like what each feature is and what the specs are, and put the ride video on top of that and use the original video as like a voiceover. So, and that way I have a choice. I can either highlight the features while riding, or I can just do it static while I'm off the scooter. So now we got to get our helmet and let's go for a ride. All right, so the helmet's on. Safety first. If you're shooting a product video for Amazon and you don't follow the safety procedures, then they will not show your video. So I did add to my kit what I'm filming with today. As you can tell, the audio is probably decent, even though it's very windy. And that's because I'm using the Rode Wireless Go. And this is all being shot on the 360 camera, because I have a special setup for the Rode Wireless Go that I can stick on the side of the 360 camera, and the 360 camera will still stitch it out and you won't see it in the image, and you still get your full 360 view. Responsible adults looking at me like I'm irresponsible because I'm riding a scooter with a 360 camera and a helmet. Oh, and there's a car. Go ahead. You're bigger than me. You can go first. But anyway, I have an area that I go to that is less populated, because when you shoot Amazon reviews, it does not like addresses and license plate numbers or any numbers, any barcodes, any QR codes. So I always film at a location that's a little more remote, just to keep that stuff out of the footage. When I come back, we will be doing the 360 footage of me riding with all the up close shots of the scooter. All right, so here we are in our more remote location. As you can see, there's trees, and it's really like the back lot of a church, a worship center. So we're gonna go ahead now. I'm gonna extend this stick a little bit, and we're going to film the up close shots of the scooter. But what makes it difficult is if you're showing features and holding the camera, that means you can either operate the brake or the throttle. There is no in between, so you really can't go that fast because you need to be able to save yourself. So let's go ahead and get this going. So what I'll do first is see if I can ride one-handed. All right, now we're getting an up close shot of the front wheel brake and the front wheel, and then we can move around to the rear wheel so we can get an up close shot of the rear wheel and that hub motor, and then we'll bring it to the front, which I already have a ton of footage of this, and you can just see the headlight and such. The headlight, the reflector in the front, the latching system. And now that we're coming by like a scenic area, I'm gonna hold the stick out to my left side because there's a pond on my right side. And I'm gonna use that as like a drop, like a backdrop of the me just riding this scooter. But I'm gonna have to redo that because I really shouldn't be riding one-handed. So we're gonna have to change strategies here. Extend the stick all the way. And I'm gonna hold it like this, off to the side, and now I can use both hands. Now I can work the throttle and the brake, and have a scenic backdrop. There you go. Suck in my gut so I look slightly less fatter than I actually am. I'm going to come up here and hook a right and use the woods as a backdrop. Looks like the bolters are up there. They must know I'm going to wipe out on this thing. All right, so now I just need to get some footage of the tail light coming on and off, and that's going to be difficult because I got to hold the camera with the throttle hand and I got to operate the brake with the left hand, so I'm going to have to just coast. Just like that, and that'll be enough 360 footage for now. All right, checking my notes here on a Cane's napkin. If you don't know what Cane's is, you should find out. All right, let's see. I did the speeds. I got to do the range, the size of the motor, which that can be added in. 15-degree uphill. I'm gonna go do an uphill shot. 4 to 6 hour charge time, brake light. Oh, app control. I got to go over the app at home. Dang it. I hate apps. Let's see what I can think of on the way, on the ride. Let's go get the hill shot and we'll shoot the rest at the house. All right, so that was quite an exciting ride. It's always ups the pucker factor when you're trying to ride with one hand and half a hand and switching hands for cameras and all that. But we're gonna get set up with the Action 3 here, so I can shoot the intro of the video, and then once I get home I'll do the outro. There's no reason or rhyme to how I do it, I just do it that way. I gotta get the cover out. Always protect the lenses on your 360 cameras. I'll drop this in there. I'll pull this mic off. I'll put this mic on. I gotta turn this camera on first and walk away from this camera so it doesn't steal my mic. Guess I could take this off. Alright, looks like I'm all framed up over there. So here we go. Mic check. Take the bag off too. And today we're going to be checking out this adult size scooter. Alright, trying to keep the intro short and sweet. So what they'll see in the video first is that intro, and then we'll go to the up close looks, you know, while we're riding, and then we'll wrap up with like the full details, like 10-inch pneumatic tires, or you know, how well it rides and all that stuff after our testing. If you make a really long introduction, I think people tend to click away, and they're just not interested in that. So anyway, let's go do some more riding now. Getting some more riding shots. They have police everywhere. They are looking up for somebody. And we are home. Take our last few shots and be done with this review. And there you have it. As luck would have it, I got caught by the rain. So I'm not gonna get a chance to finish this scooter review until at least after the rain subsides, which really sucks because I like to do all this stuff while I'm thinking about it, while, you know, I have a train of thought going. So I'm gonna have to shut down for a little while, let the weather calm down, and then come out and film the apt part and the wrap up. All right, so the scooter turned out to be a really nice little rider. It's going to be a great commuter scooter. It is made for adults and older kids alike. Clamp that and you're good to go. I hope this video helps, and thanks for watching. Okay, so the weather finally cleared enough to wrap up this little video and this vlog. It did take much longer than I thought it was going to take to actually shoot this, but it's done. The scooter really is a nice scooter. It is a steel frame. It rides very comfortably for me. A lot of those other smaller ones, my hands are way down and it's just way too awkward and uncomfortable. Now, pneumatic tires, some people like them, some people don't. I like them because you can soften them a little bit and get like some more suspension in the scooter, but you may have to end up dealing with a flat too, so that's the downside to pneumatic tires over foam. But the pneumatic tires tend to have a tougher rubber and you're going to get a longer life out of them, so to each their own. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vlog of watching me and seeing how I film like a scooter review. It does take quite a bit of work to do, but I love doing scooters. They're fun to ride, they're fun to have. And until next time, we're the Influencer family, and we're out.